If it was up to me, the fish would all be biting. The words would not need writing, they'd just fall out of my pen. If it was up to me, my bank account would have more zeros. I'd be friends with all my heroes, and they'd call me now and then. If it was up to me, I'd live out by the sea and order extra rum with every single drink. I'd have every reason to go out and paint the town. If it was up to me, this life would be so easy. Everyone would aim to please me, and they'd never let me down. If it was up to me, I'd have no enemies. I'd receive the grace I need without apology. And no one that I love would ever have to leave. If it was up to me, but it's not up to me.
And all my cards are on the table, and darling, it's your call. But I'm all in, so lose or win, you get it all. All my blessing, all my curse, all my better, all my worst. But from the chapel to the hearse, you get it all.
Woo! Yeah, you do! All right, Hayes!
Oh, I'm sorry, that was just, okay, sorry. My friend, mentor, Mr. Wylie Hubbard.
Woo!
Thank you very much. This is obviously the first time that a member of you have appeared before me. I'm actually a little nervous.
Woo! You got it!
Lone Star, Shinerbach, and you know, you Ray's show was no different. And it's one man I didn't do this.
He came up to me and he said, "Mr. Hubbard, I'm Hayes Carll and I want to be in the show business." And I said, "Well, go out there in that van, grab that amp, put it on stage." He did. And I said, "Welcome to show business." That was it.
That's pretty much how it's been since. So, tonight, that was 24 years ago, I think. And tonight, on the way over here, I got a voicemail from Ray. And it said, "Hayes, I'm here. My gear is downstairs. Carry that."
Yeah, right.
So I did. And, but Lyle, let's talk about you, because before I lowered my standards for people to look up to.
Woo!
She laughs like a bird on the telephone wire. I'm gonna holler and I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna give me some Escalade.
Rhyme it.
Then I'm gonna rhyme that with
Woo!
So drop the poet's dream. There's some money on the table and the pistol on the floor.
Woo!
A few paperback books by Louis L'Amour. Whiskey bottles are scattered like last night's clothes. Fresh and pale, acting or about to play. Woo! She says that's nothing when she was a kid. Oh, she danced with the dead at the pyramids. I'm gonna holler, I'm gonna scream, I'm gonna give me some mescaline, and then I'm gonna rhyme that with gasoline. It's a drunken poet's dream. Woo! Now I'll never pay back my student loan. Hayes wrote that one. Smelling like Coors and cheap cologne. Woo! She tells me not to worry about Judgment Day. She says dying to get to heaven just ain't our way. Woo! I'm gonna holler and I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna give me some mescaline, and then I'm gonna rhyme that with gasoline. Woo! The drunken poet's dream.
Yeah!
So I know.
Well, the night down there was so dead. Yes, 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 yes. I'd have never made it out that window if I even won't let him go. It was the circumstance I gladly lost my favorite pants. Pants, so faded, pants, so faded, pants, so faded. I used to perform every year, and I would go watch the shows all the time, and it was such a party. And the downside to that was you didn't get to see the actual show. And I really wanted to see a show. And so I did what I had done for a lot of other shows, honestly. I wore my uniform into the venue as if I was working. And then I changed clothes in the bathroom and went out and watched the show. So I could get in for free. And I got caught. And fired. The police escorted me off the grounds. Well, no, because I didn't get to watch the show. It was not but this year is the 50th anniversary of the town, my hometown, the Woodlands, and friends and family. And I'm grateful for Christmas this year. This year we're in Houston. Let's all get together. Man, I almost saw snow. Can you believe this weather? Who's gonna be here? Uncle Frank can't make it. Since Pawpaw died, I don't know, man, I can take it. But there's presents, a sweater. The pie don't taste right. Dad and the TV are starting to fight. I wish I had a drink, maybe a dozen. Lord, what I'd give for one good-looking cousin.
Woo!
He's here as well.
Oh, shit.
He's fine. Just doing some dramatic.
Yeah! Woo!
I don't know anybody in one song and I can't off. But he's here now.
Cousin the dad are here. Woo!
Well, I'll tell you what, if this, happy kumbaya, looking at you ought to be more appropriate. Help me now. I said Snake Farm.
Nasty! Snake Farm!
Pyramid Kids!
Snake Farm!
It's a
Reptile House!
Snake Farm.
Ramona likes malt liquor and a band from Wales that was called The Alarm. Said she cried when they broke up. She still plays the record at the Snake Farm. Snake Farm.
Sounds nasty!
Snake Farm.
Nasty!
Snake Farm. It's a reptile house. Snake Farm. Getting warm and she runs everybody off and we, you know, Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is. Snake Farm, it's a reptile house. Snake Farm, last chance. I said Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is. Snake Farm, it's a reptile
Farm.
So I got the Snake Farm just, and one of my favorite quotes is from Flannery O'Connor. He said, "Never second guess inspiration." So I said, "What am I going to do with this?" So I say, I'll make it a love song. Man doesn't like snakes, loving a woman who works at the snake farm. Well, after that, it's, you know, wrote itself. So anyhow, this I'm out in California.
Yeah.
I'm playing McCabe's out there, just me and my drummer. I'm going to bring any merch tonight, but you can go to RayWylie.com. Merch guy, I have no problem with the electronic ankle monitor thing.
Got that. Lucifer!
I had no such issue, so if you're interested.
I got them all! Lucifer and the fallen angels!
Stood out there, and all of a sudden this guy comes up and says, "My name's Brent Carpenter. I do all this." She goes, "Ah, damn!" I go, "What?" She says, "I've got to lose 11 pounds by February." I go, "Why?" She says, "We've been invited to Joe Walsh and Marjorie Bach's wedding. We have a wedding invitation." So I didn't have Joe's number, but I had his Smokey, this guy. So I called up, and so I said, "I got this wedding invitation." So Smokey says, "Hang on." So he puts Joe on the phone. I go, "Joe, I got this wedding." He says, "Yeah, after my divorce, I was staying in Ringo's guest house, and Ringo came out and said, 'I want you to hear this song by this Texas songwriter guy.' So in there, Ringo Starr is playing me Snake Farm, and all of a sudden Barbara Bach and her sister Marjorie walk in. Marjorie starts dancing. We fall in love to Snake Farm. We want you at the wedding."
Sing a song to you.
Yeah.
Please help us welcome to the stage our friend Bill Hearn.
Bill Hearn!
I've known since 1969, and I hold him.
Kid.
Dad at the pyramid.
Actually, I met Ray in 1965. His trio. Yeah, and then of course later on, you guys, of course, came to Austin, and there's Three Faces West, and. Of course, we got to know each other, and Ray is partly responsible for me and my late wife Bonnie for winding up here. And invited me to, I hold him responsible. And his other two buddies, Rick Fowler and Wayne Kidd. Woo! Trio. And anyway, they invited me up to, Bonnie and I, up to Red River in their folk music club, The Outpost. In 1970, we opened for them for a week. Came back and said, "I lost a tough one yesterday," but anyway, they'll be back. Yeah, I'm sure Lyle wouldn't thrill with that, but anyway, Ray. Oh, this is my home. If I ain't happy here. Ain't nowhere through Mexico rain when my mind starts to roll. Oh, that's okay. Well, you know, I've been through that before. It's a giant hotel here. I ain't happy nowhere. New Mexico rain when my mind starts to run. I've been drinking all day with man at the bar. He sure seems unhappy. He told me he was going nowhere and going there kind of fast. In the invisible life I lead. Oh, if I had the money, oh, don't you know, honey, I'd keep him from going insane. There's one thing for sure, I mean, New Mexico rain. Well, it's hot down in Texas. Oh, thank you guys. I call this my home. If I ain't happy here, I ain't happy nowhere. Oh, New Mexico rain starts to roll. If I ain't happy here, I just ain't happy nowhere. New Mexico rain when my mind starts to roll. Right up here to Santa Fe.
Woo!
The towns, Red River.
Chorus that would come through, and I had my gig was from noon till 4, and
Woo!
I had my own PA, and
Not me.
and I was really excited to have it. And one day I'm playing this thing, it's mostly covers, but I had a few songs of my own at that point. And I got really excited because he was, to me, it was like the Simon Cowell of Americana music. Like he was gonna.
Come on, Hayes.
And so
big fight.
I thought quick on my feet, and I said, I got on the microphone. I said, "Hey, everybody, I need your song that I just finished that I'm very proud of, and I'd like to share it with you." And then I proceeded to play one of your songs. I thought he's either gonna love this or we're never gonna speak again.
Hell yeah!
I loved it.
Here we are.
Woo! We love you!
So anyway, I'd like your attention because I have a proud of.
Woo!
It's a little gambling tune called Mississippi Flush.
That's right. You gotta dance this.
Handful of shows the last couple of years. It's been an honor, but to get to sit here on stage with you and trade songs, it's I feel like a big deal at this moment. So
Yeah! We love you, Hayes! Good job, Brother Hayes!
So this is a song about songwriting, and two of my favorites here.
Woo!
And there's a young man on the marquee. Yeah, he's the son of some well-known. And his father bought the tour bus so he could strike out on his own. Folk rock, country, or Delta blues. Tell your truth however you choose, and do it all for the sake of the song.
Woo! Yeah, Hayes! We love you, Hayes! Woo!
This song's called The Message. I'm not looking sad. Now I've worn out my welcome in certain small circles, in Spanish bordellos and Confederate states. But there is an angel
Been with Alabama and on the seas. And if I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. And if I had a pony, I'd ride him on my boat. And we
Okay. Correct. There you go.
Quick guy story.
No, I'd love to hear it.
So anyhow, guy in towns were doing this tour, and they were playing a place in Dallas, Texas, called the Three Teardrops Tavern down in Industrial. So I went down there to see him, right? And all of a sudden, the guy goes to Michael and says, "Hey, we got a good friend here, Wylie Hubbard. Wylie, why don't you come up and do a couple of songs?" So I walk up there to a smattering of applause. I finally figured out what that sounds like. And so I go over there, and Towns gives me his guitar. And so I'll start playing a song. I played about 40 minutes of this song, and all of a sudden I see, about 40 seconds, and then all of a sudden I see the front door open, and I see a guy in Towns getting a cab. Really? And so I did 2 songs. Said there'll be a short break, and that guy in Towns came back with a poet named Roxy Gordon, who in the night really got outrageous.
Woo!
It was quite a feeling just to see that front door open and getting a cab. Pretty incredible.
Well, he was
Both of them.
good to me.
A little bit, not as well as you, I'm sure, but yeah, I was fortunate. I ended up at a party one time after a festival that he played on, and I was friends with JT Van Zandt, Towns' oldest son, and JT introduced me to Guy. We went to this party afterwards that the promoters from this festival had thrown, and Guy and Vernon Thompson were there, and Kimmy Rose, and just a lot of great singers and songwriters, and they performed. I used to smoke cigarettes back then, and Guy wasn't talking to me until he found out that I smoked, and he wanted cigarettes, and fast friends, and they sat down. We all sat down on the floor, and I remember that record, The Dark, had just come out, and he and Vern played the entire record for us, and we just sat there like school children, looking up at this master, and it was really incredible. And I got to write it with him a few times, and he was very generous to me because I was nobody. I called him up. I said, "Man, I'm that guy that you bump cigarettes from."
Yeah.
What happened when you got there? Did you say, what do you know?
Yeah, we sat down, and it was intimidating. He had this basement where he would build guitars, and there was a giant poster of Towns Van Zandt overlooking you while you worked. And no pressure at all. And there were all these tapes that he had recorded in his living room, and it was like Emmylou Harris on Christmas Day, or just all these amazing recordings. And the Country Music Hall of Fame actually has all. But he got me stoned. And I was not at his level, but I wanted to fit in, and so I tried, and it was a mistake, and I'd never co-written before. My first 2 co-writes were with Wylie Hubbard and Guy Clark, so I got very fortunate in that way. What do you got, kid? I think I was 25 at the time, or 26, something like that, and I didn't really know how co-writing worked, and so I played him an idea, and then he just sat there for a second, and he looked at me and he says, "What else do you got?" And it went on to get really nervous, but eventually I played him a line, and he said, "We can work with that." But I learned a lot from him in the short time we spent together writing.
Trying to pitch my songs around town, and he played it for everybody in town. I'd go back to Nashville every 4 or 5 weeks and make the rounds, knock on all the same doors, and I'd run into somebody and they'd say, "Oh yeah, Guy Clark gave me your tape," or "Guy Clark told me about you," and I'd never met Guy. I mean, I played every song off Old Number One. He was just one of my heroes, and I thought, well, that can't be. And Guy had lunch with the man, Tony Brown.
Say goodbye to the landlord for me. The son of bitch has always bored me. Throw out the LA papers, moldy box of vanilla wafers. Adios to all this concrete. I'm gonna give me some dirt road back street.
Yeah.
If I could just get off of this LA freeway without getting killed a car. Down the road in a cloud of smoke to some light. Play it for me one more time now. We got to give it all we can now. I believe every word you say. Down the road, cloud of smoke to some land that I ain't born. In that old front door loud, I'm sure there's something we have forgot. I'll find it likely as oh, Susanna, don't you cry, babe. Loves to get that joy they hand me. We got something to believe in, but don't you think it's time we're leaving? If I could just get off this LA freeway without getting down the road in a cloud of smoke to some night that I ain't bought. If I could just get off this LA freeway without getting killed a car. Pack up all your dishes, make no noise, say goodbye to the landlord for me. Some bitch is always boring.
Hayes Carll, Ray Wylie Hubbard, Bill Hearn.
Those who remember that we were, they will remember that we were.